Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you the beginning quests on the Horde side and the gifts from Father Winter. So the first thing we'll do is come over here. We're here in Ogri'la. We'll talk to the operator of Smoky Wood Pastures. Winter's Presence is the quest that he gives you, and it's to speak with Great Father Winter. And then in addition to that, now that today is New Year's Eve, Thunderbluff is holding a celebration for the new year. All day you'll find free booze there, and at night they'll put on a fireworks show. So bring the Smoky Wood supplies to Innkeeper Paula in Thunderbluff. This is all kind of the ending to the whole Winter Veil festival. Obviously the majority of it is Christmas themed, and then it turns into New Year's themed, and then it will sadly end for the year until next year, and then you get to do it all over again. Now if you go over here to Great Father Winter, you'll see that there's a turn-in where you can turn in Winter's Presence. You can also get the quest treats for the Great Father Winter, but I don't have cooking. Anyway, you'll also see that around the tree are numerous quest marks, and those are actually 6 different presents that you can open. And you don't just have to pick one, you can pick all 6 of them. So there's one. And I got the achievement, He Knows If You've Been Naughty. And that is one of the achievements that are needed for the Merrymaker title. The next one is a gaily wrapped present. Now we have a carefully wrapped present, and a gently shaken gift, and a winter veil gift. There should be a 6th present. I just can't get all 6 because I'm too low of level. So here are the 5 presents that I have. Let's open them and see what I got. I got an endothermic blaster. Basically shoots all of your friends with snow. From the gently shaken gift, I got disposable winter veil suits, which is a little chest that you can put out and everybody can dress up like a little Santa Claus. From the carefully wrapped present, I got 5 Merry Munchkin costumes, which I don't have a perky pug, so I can't dress him up, but that's what that's for. From the gaily wrapped present, I got a snowman kit, which is a snowman pet actually. From the festive gift, I got a wand of holiday cheer, which basically makes everybody like kind of laugh and have a good time. So those are the things that you can get from those. There are other things you can get too, different toys and pets and whatnot, but those ones that I just got were pretty standard. Now they're asking me to go and see him again, so sure, why not? We'll do it again. Okay, so I'm also going to show you how to kiss the winter revelers in Orgrimmar. I showed you on the, or will show you, I'm not sure exactly what order I'm going to put this video in, but I showed you on the Alliance side already. /kiss, and I got a handful of snowflakes. And that is for the Let It Snow achievement, which I have also, or will also, show you on other tunes, but basically just look around until you find ones that you haven't gotten. There's 10 different race class combinations, and then you throw the snowflakes on them. Oh, Undead Rogue, I need him. I have him selected, and I'm going to throw the snowflakes on him. And then if I go to my achievements page, go to world events, Winter Veil, Let It Snow, and you'll see that I got the Undead Rogue. We'll just go ahead and check that so we can track it. Obviously it's easy for you to get the race class combinations of the faction that you are. It's a lot harder to get the ones from the opposite faction. You get the point. It's just fun. It's like a scavenger hunt, and as much as it drives me crazy when I can't find the race class combinations that I need, it still is like stupid fun. Like running around trying to find these guys and chasing after them when they decide to be elusive and they don't want to get hit by the snowballs. I need to go and buy a snowball, which is different from the snowflakes. I'm going to buy a couple of them because I'm also going to show you that pet that I just got. And you have to have a snowball in order for the pet to actually come out and play with us. I believe you can fight it in pet battles, but I haven't tried. I don't think it would be very effective. So this is one that I've already got. Summon him. And the bad thing is, unlike other pets, he doesn't follow you around. He will just sit here forever. But you can turn yourself into a snowman and sit here with him if you really want to. The Winterveil Disguise Kit. You also have to have a snowball in your possession. So, anyway, enough foolishness. Cancel this out. Now I need to go and buy another snowball. And we're going to go Scrooge up Bloodhoof, who is in Thunderbluff. Alright, so I'm going to show you this opening quest line. Okay, so we're going to go up here to Sagorn Crust Strider. Reason for the season: the Feast of Winterveil. You say, alas, in times past it held a more sustainable meaning to us, Tauren. Nowadays it seems as though others have turned the legend of this season of renewal into something that helps to sell candies and presents. It's no surprise that Furmund is bitter about that sort of change. He and other Tauren like him cling to our past like a banner of war. While I think a little celebration is always good, it is important to remember the origins of the feast. Complete quest. Here, if you are interested in learning more about the Feast of Winterveil, read this book. While I think our recognition of the legend is an appropriate one, I'm enough of a student of legends to appreciate the collection of all information into a single source. When you're done, take the book to Bane Bloodhoof in Thunderbluff. I know for a fact he'd be interested in hearing that others have taken an interest in the lore of our people. Feel free to read the book, The Feast of Winterveil, to learn more about the holiday. When you are finished with the book, deliver it to Bane Bloodhoof in Thunderbluff. Accept. Now, if I do want to read the book, which I'm not going to right now because it is long, you can read about all of the different races. Pause the video if you want to read them, but it's the Feast of Winterveil, the legend of Great Father Winter, the dwarves, the Tauren, feasting, and modern day observation. So, we are going to go to Thunderbluff now, so I need to go back to where the Zeppelins are. And our Zeppelin is here, so we are going to ride it over to Thunderbluff. Okay, so the first thing we did was we found Innkeeper Paula to turn in New Year's celebrations. Continue. She says, oh, very good. These supplies will feed all of our people here to celebrate the new year. I thank you, Bella Jenna. I am in your debt. Please take these coins and heed my advice. Drink heartily from the cakes outside and join our revelers in a dance of celebration. Okay, so the New Year's Eve quest is done. Now I need to go find Bane Bloodhoof. Okay, so here we are at Bane Bloodhoof. Show you on the map where we are. The Feast of Winterveil. I bid you welcome to Mulgar and our humble community of Thunderbluff, friend. I always take an interest in those who choose to take an interest in the kingdom, its people, and its lore. Is this why you are standing before me? And I am turning in the Feast of Winterveil book. He says the legends and lore surrounding the Winterveil are ones that have faded from the forefront of public thought over the years. Yes, I know that the goblins are helping to revive the season with their own ends. The fact that our people reflect upon it, at least in some form, does good to keep such lore alive. Your desire to go beyond the material and learn about our past is an admirable trait. I salute your wisdom. And now, while we have him selected, we are going to throw a snowball in his face. And we got the achievement, Scrooge. Scrooge is to throw a snowball at Bane Bloodhoof during the Feast of Winterveil. Those are the opening quests for the Horde. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be back in a moment with Alliance. Hi everyone. Okay, so now we are on our Alliance tune to do the opening quest for the Alliance side. Outside of Ironforge, just like we did in Orgrimmar, we're going to go over to the Wonderform Operator and get the quest Winter's Presents and New Year's Celebrations. Now we're going to go into Ironforge. We'll go over to Walmart Jingle Pocket and get the quest Great Father Winter is here. And we've got some stuff to turn in. Okay, so here at Great Father Winter, I'll show you on the map where we are, right here in the Commons of Ironforge. We're going to turn in Winter's Presents. And Great Father Winter is here. I don't have cooking, so we're not going to do that one. We're going to talk to Goalie Crumb. We're going to accept that. And we need to go all the way over there at the Hall of Explorers. When you are finished with the book, deliver it to Muradin Bronzebeard in Ironforge. Okay, so now we have to go right across the way, across the Great Forge, to go turn this into Bronzebeard. At the same time that we do that, we will throw the snowball at him and get the Scrooge achievement. Here we are. There's Muradin. We will turn in the Feast of Winter Veil, and while we have him selected, we're going to throw the snowball at him and get the achievement, Scrooge. Throw a snowball at Muradin Bronzebeard during the Feast of Winter Veil. Now we will go over and open our presents from under the tree. Okay, so our first present is Gently Shaken Gift. Our second present is Winter Veil Gift, for which we got the achievement, Brr, it's cold in here. It's the endothermic blaster, just like we got on the Horde side. Next is Carefully Wrapped Present, for which we got He Knows If You've Been Naughty. Now that becomes available on Christmas morning, December 25th. The next one is a festive gift. So let's go to Stormwind and turn in the New Year's Eve celebration. If you've never taken the tram before, it's actually really cool. You get to look outside and see the world as we're going kind of underneath the ground and then above ground, and it's a good way to stay in shape. Okay, maybe not. We need to go over to the trade district. We're going to turn in this quest, New Year's celebration, a whole 50 copper for my troubles. That's okay because there are drinks. See you in the next segment. Bye. So now I'm going to work on the achievement called the Winter Veil Gourmet. This is where you have to cook gingerbread cookies, eggnog, and apple cider. Now you'll need the recipes for all of these. Hot apple cider requires cooking 325, and the eggnog requires cooking 35. And then the gingerbread cookies require cooking 1. So what you'll want to do if your levels are not high enough, then you want to level up your cooking skill. Now, when I started this a few minutes ago, my cooking skill was only level 71 or something maybe. So the best way to quickly level up your cooking skill if you're not high enough is to do some of the old drainer recipes, specifically the fish dishes. So either fish up the fish that you need for it, or buy them off the auction house. It's not very expensive compared to most things that are on the auction house because it's drainer recipes, so it's kind of outdated and most people aren't doing much with them anymore. Of course, every time that you make something off a drainer recipe, you get new recipes, so it's really kind of a cool system. And as you can see, now I'm 359 and it took like 5 minutes because I already had a bunch of the fish in my bank. So super quick and easy, and now I can make the recipes for this achievement. So I'm going to learn the hot apple cider recipe, and I did that. Hot apple cider, make 1, and I got the achievement, Winter Veil Gourmet. I cooked gingerbread cookie, the hot apple cider, and the Winter Veil eggnog. So next we're going to be talking about some of these other ones. Let's get on to it. So for the 'Tis the Season achievement, during the Feast of Winter Veil, you have to wear 3 pieces of winter clothing and eat Gracchus mincemeat fruitcake. So I already have the fruitcake, and I have the red winter outfit, and the green winter outfit and the winter boots. But I need to get a hat because you have to have the chest and the hat and the boots in order to get the achievement. So I'm going to show you how to get the accompanying red hat and the accompanying green hat. They are both from different dungeons. You can get them dropped from a whole bunch of different dungeons. There's different drop rates on them. What I have found to be the easiest, that seems to be a 100% drop rate, even though Wowhead only counts it as 13, but both of these dungeons, on every character that I've done this on, it's been 100% drop rate, so maybe I just got lucky. Hopefully not. Hopefully they just changed the drop rate because it was too low or something. The green hat we're going to find in Twilight Highlands, which is a level like 80 or 85 dungeon, something like that. It's a little bit more difficult to get simply because it's further in. The boss that you need is further in, so it's just longer to get to him. The red winter hat is found in Blackrock Caverns, which I have flown to here, and we will go in and get. It is actually the second boss in, but it's a lot shorter distance to run, so it's, I don't know, it just seems faster, but both times I've gotten it at 100% drop rate, so hopefully we will get that lucky again. Alright, let's go get the red winter hat first. So we need to go to Burning Steps, which is where I've flown, Blackrock Mountain. We're just going to go in there, get the hat, and leave. We don't need to finish the whole dungeon. We're just going to go in to the second boss and then be done with it. And then we'll go on to Twilight Highlands. So in order to get there, you just go in there, immediately turn right, go up the ramp, go into this little cave, and this is where we are. And she's dead. As you can see, you can tell that it's her because she's wearing the red winter hat. There we go, we got it. Here it is. Now that we have 3 pieces, we can go ahead and do the achievement right now. So, I'm going to put each piece on, and I'm going to eat the fruitcake. And as you can see, I got 'Tis the Season, the achievement for eating the fruitcake while wearing 3 pieces of winter clothing. Right there. Okay, so just for the fun of it, let's go to Twilight Highlands one. We're going to go to Stormwind and we're going to use the portal to Twilight Highlands because that's the fastest way. Rather than running back out through the dungeon and all that, we don't need to do any of that. We're just going to portal right out. Now I'll put my clothes back on. Woohoo, that did not sound right. Okay. Hopefully you have gotten all of these portals. Let me just make a note of saying it is really handy to have every single portal because you never know what holiday stuff is going to make you need to go different places, or you might just want shortcuts different places. Anyway, we're going to take the one to Twilight Highlands. We want to go right down here in the Bastion of Twilight. That's where we're going to find Grim Batal, which is the dungeon that we want to go to get the green winter hat. Here's the entrance right here. You can see on the map. For Grim Batal, you have to go to the third boss. For the red hat, you got it from the second boss, but for the green hat, you have to go to the third boss. So we got the first boss done. Now you can't just kill him. He goes and he has to ride a drake and he comes back up and then you can kill him. Okay, he is wearing the green hat, so let's hope he gives it to us. Yay! So now I have the green set as well. So I can wear the boots with either set. I will just show you really quick what they look like. Now I've showed you this before I showed you the caroling achievement, but in case you don't know, you need to go to this guy in any of the capital cities, maybe even some of the non-capital cities too, I'm not sure. From Smokywood Pastures, he sells the gaudy winter veil sweater. This is what you need to buy in order to do the caroling. Now as you can see, my other characters all own them, but my demon hunter does not. So I'm just going to buy it for all of 22 copper, and that gives me the gaudy winter veil sweater achievement. And that's what you need in order to be able to do the A Caroling We Will Go achievement. So you do have to have a snowball in your bag to be able to use this toy. And you have to have gotten the toy, which most people already have it. If you haven't gotten it, you get it just by doing some of the beginning quests. It makes it so that pretty much everybody can do it, even if they're a low level. So now we have to go to Old Dalaran to do the Frosty Shake. But you have to be able to get to Dalaran, so you might have to have a mage port you there if you are not high enough level to get there on your own. Sometimes people will just be nice and do the Frosty Shake with you. Other times you have to ask in the general chat if somebody would be willing to do it, because not everybody is interested in helping other people out. It just kind of depends on your realm and if people are feeling nice. So when you go to my toy box, I want Winter Veil Disguise Kit. You have to have a snowball, so make sure you have that before you do it. The Winter Veil Disguise Kit turns you into the snowball / dance. And I got the achievement of Frosty Shake. Use your Winter Veil Disguise Kit to become a snowman, then dance with another snowman in Dalaran. It's always great when you get to meet cool people. That was just awesome. Appreciate finding people like that. And now we're battle tag friends, and yeah. While I'm in Hellfire Peninsula, I'm going to go over and take care of the Falalala Ogri'la achievement, which is simply a quest chain that you have to do that you may have already, if you've quested through Blade's Edge Mountains, then you probably have already done the quest chain, and then all you have to do is make sure that you have some holly in your bag, and when you do the last part of it, then you have to turn your mount into a reindeer and do that last part while your mount is a reindeer. And then you'll get the achievement. Now we are here in Ogri'la in Blade's Edge Mountains. What we want to do is talk to Chulathor. He has a couple of quests here, but what we want is the crystals. Accept that. Ignore the other one. Now we have to go around and find these crystals, which are really hard to see. You kind of have to just put your mouse over everything. Do you see how this just changed my cursor to a little gear? We'll go down closer, click on the crystal, and we got one Apexis shard out of 5. This is really the hardest part of this whole quest because finding the crystals can be a little tough because they all blend in to the bigger crystals. So we'll just speed through this so you don't have to watch me tediously find each crystal. Okay, got all 5. That actually went a lot faster on this time than it has in the past for me because there was a lot more competition earlier in the Feast of Wintervale season. Now most people have done it, so there's not as much competition, so that's nice. We'll come back over here to Chulathor, turn it in. Complete quest. And then we have to go over to Torcus, click on him. Our boy wants to be a Skyguard Ranger. Oh, and you need to make sure that you have low-level quests turned on your mini-map. So that way you'll actually be able to see these. If you do not have that turned on, you'll just need to remember who to go to. Now we want to fly over to Forge Camp Wrath. Now during heavy traffic times, if there's a lot of competition, you'll want to go down here to the Forge Camp Terror because there's usually not as many people since it's a little bit further away to fly. So, oh, and that's another thing. You have to have flying in order to do this quest because it has to be done from the air. So you need to make sure that you have flying. If you are not at least level 60, you're not going to be able to do this. And actually, to be able to quest in Blade's Edge Mountains, you might have to actually be 65 to 68, or else they might not even offer you the quest. So that is something to keep in mind. Your lower level toons will not be able to do this quest and thus this achievement. So we'll fly over here to Forge Camp Wrath. And what we need to do is just kill everything. They will drop these shards, and when we have 10 shards, we can do the next part of the quest. So for this one, you're going to be on the ground, and then for the next part, the next 2 parts of it will be flying from above. So once again, I'll fast forward through this part because sometimes it does take a little while. As you can see, I have 2 Apexis shards, so I need to find 8 more. Another thing to keep in mind is that while you're doing the tasks for one achievement, you can be working on the others. So when we are looking for the characters for the Leaded Snow, we can also be working on the Bros Before Ho Ho Ho's, which I'll explain in a little bit, and the Falalala Ogri'la. Everything can be done congruently. That will save on time, especially if you're like me with tons of different alts and wanting to be a completionist and get them all done on every alt. Now for the Merrymaker title, you only have to complete all of the different achievements on one character. But I'm a completionist and I have this weird OCD thing about needing it to be done on every single one. So it does save time if you can do more than one at a time. So now we have our 10 Apexis shards. So let's go to the next part of this, which is to turn it in to this little machine over here, the Fell Crystal Forge. It's very small, so you might miss it, and I'm getting attacked. That's okay. Click on it, and you're going to tell it, yes, I want to purchase 1 unstable flask of the beast for the cost of 10 Apexis shards. Click on that. Goodbye. Get on your mount. Fly back over to the quest giver. Here's Torcus. We're going to turn it into him. Ignore this quest, Father's Duty, do not do it. Come back over to Chulathor, and we want the Skyguard Outpost. Ignore the other ones. Accept that, and let's fly over to turn that in, which is just right over here in the Vortex Summit. Turn it over to Sky Commander Keller, turn that in, then come over to this lady, Sky Sergeant Vonderlip, and get the quest Bombing Run. Accept that. Now here's where you have to do everything from the air, and it does get tedious because the cannons are going to be shooting fill bombs at you. So it's going to make it difficult to see, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. But anyway, it's doable. All you have to do is take this little happy bomb over here, the Skyguard bomb. Click on that, and then you can target. And as you can see, I'm getting shot at by them. They're not going to hurt me though, so don't worry about it. It's just annoying. And then you just click on bombing these little cannonball stacks. You have to destroy 15 of them. Like I said, when there's a lot of competition, you'll want to go over to the other area that isn't as populated. But for right now, there's not a lot of competition here. I think I saw one other person, so I should be able to just get it done here. So I've got 5 out of 15. Let's keep going. You can kind of fly around and avoid them a little bit, but either way, you're still going to get shot at a lot. So just get it over with as quickly as you can. Try to control your desire to give up on it, because it is very annoying. Now the bad news is you're going to have to do this same quest a second time. The second time will be when you're on your mount turned into a reindeer. So the most annoying part of the quest, not difficult, just annoying, has to be done twice, which is kind of disappointing, but it'll be worth it, especially if you want the Merrymaker title, which I do. Come back over here and we'll turn it in, and she will give us the same quest again. It will turn to blue because now it's considered a daily, as you'll see in just a second. See, now it turned to blue. Bomb them again. This is the one that we need, so we're going to accept that. Now, go to your bags, and hopefully you've saved up some holly. It can either be the fresh holly, like this, or the preserved holly, like this. The preserved holly will last all the time. The fresh holly can only be used during Winter Veil. So I'm clicking on that. As you can see, my mount became a reindeer. And now we go over there and we repeat the quest, and then we'll be finished. And 15. Let's go turn it in. And there's the achievement. Follow Lala Ogri'la. Alright, so that is finished. On to the next. To get the achievement for Let It Snow, you have to get a combination of 10 races and classes. They are Human Warrior, Night Elf Druid, Dwarf Paladin, Draenei Priest, Gnome Mage, Orc Death Knight, Tauren Shaman, Undead Rogue, Blood Elf Warlock, and Troll Hunter. All you have to do is go to the different revelers, which are located in the inns of specific cities, and click on them and do the /kiss emote. They will hand you either fresh holly, mistletoe, or a handful of snowflakes. For the Let It Snow achievement, you just need to click on one of those race class combinations and then right click on the snowflakes. After you've gotten all 10 of the race class combinations, you will get the Let It Snow achievement. So for this achievement example, I'm going to show you on my Death Knight. I have gotten all of the combinations except for the Orc Death Knight. It does take a while, so you'll need to give yourself enough time, because sometimes it's just luck of the draw of trying to find the ones that you need. I've been working on this pretty much the entire time. Good places to find these combinations would be in Old Dalaran or New Dalaran. One of your home cities, whether if you're Alliance, then obviously Stormwind or Ironforge, and if you're Horde, Orgrimmar, Thunderbluff, Undercity, Silvermoon, they're all good places to find them. You also can try neutral cities like Gadgetzan and like I said, the different Dallarans and Booty Bay. See, there's a troll Death Knight. He's not what we want. Okay, so I'm trying something very risky here by going into Ogri'la to try to find the Orc Death Knight because I can't find it anywhere else, and this is so frustrating. So obviously I'm gonna die once I get in there, but I'm gonna try to be able to slap some snowflakes on somebody and get the flock out of there. I have so far had no luck finding this Orc Death Knight. It's driving me crazy. Oh my god, finally. Okay, Orc Death Knight. Okay, ready? Let's see if I can go down there super quick and snowflake him. 1, 2, 3, go, 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 go. Got it. Now I have to run all the way back. As you can see, they put me super far away. But at least I know there's one in there now. And of course now I can't find him. I've never been so frustrated in my life. Okay, there he is. Where did he go? I really do not advocate doing it like this because it's very frustrating and it kind of sucks to just die over and over. Where'd he go? Okay, here he is, right here. Ready, and accept, and 0. God! Just can't get him quick enough. Holy crap, I got just totally lucky. Orc Death Knight. And there we go. Got the achievement, Let It Snow. Finally. Okay, so that is done. So that's how you do it. As you can see, it can be very frustrating to find the people that you need. But once you get it done, then that's it. It's a one-time achievement and you never have to do that again. Thank freaking Darwin in heaven. Okay, so what should we work on next? Well, so for this next part, we are going to go for the A Caroling We Will Go achievement and the Bros Before Ho Ho Ho's achievement. Now I showed you this before I showed you the caroling achievement, but in case you don't know, you need to go to this guy in any of the capital cities, maybe even some of the non-capital cities too, I'm not sure. From Smokywood Pastures, he sells the gaudy winter veil sweater. This is what you need to buy in order to do the caroling. So I'm just going to buy it for all of 22 copper. And that gives me the Gaudy Winter Veil Sweater achievement. So for this next part, we are going to go for the A Caroling We Will Go achievement and the Bros Before Ho Ho Ho's achievement. We need to carol in Ogri'la, Silvermoon, Thunderbluff, and Undercity. Now, as you can see, I haven't finished Let It Snow on my shaman, so as we're going throughout these other achievements, we might be able to get some of these marked off of our list as well. I think the first thing that I'll do is go to Stormwind. From Stormwind, we'll go over to Goldshire, and then we'll go to Stranglethorn. We'll take the ship over to Ratchet, do the Theramore there, and then fly up to Ogri'la and Thunderbluff. From Ogri'la, we will go ride the Zeppelin, which will take us back to Eastern Kingdoms, and we can do Undercity and then go over to Silvermoon. First thing we're going to do is fly over to the Cathedral Square. We'll go in here and find Brother Joshua. He's up here at the top of the stairs. I have him selected. I'll mistletoe him, and he got off my list. Okay, so let's do all of the Stormwind ones while we're in here. So there's Joshua. Here is Benjamin. Let's move the mistletoe to my bar so that I'm not having to open it back and forth, back and forth. Mistletoe Joshua. And then we need this one, which is Cassius. Mistletoe him. Then we need to go down the little passageway here. Click on Crowley, mistletoe him. Kristoff is right outside of the cathedral. We get him. And now all we have left is Stranglethorn Vale, Goldshire, and Theramore. So, go out to Goldshire, get Brother Wilhelm. While we're here, I will show you how to get the Revelers. I have her selected. I go to the chat box, /kiss, and I got 5 mistletoe. Now, I already have all the mistletoe that I need. You need 8 on the Alliance side. You need 3 if you're Horde. But that was just to show you that that's one of the things that the Revelers could give you in addition to handfuls of snowflakes and fresh holly. Alright, so let's mistletoe Brother Wilhelm. Got him marked off of our list. Now we're going to go down to Stranglethorn. Okay, and we are at the Rebel base camp. Let's come over here and put mistletoe on Brother Nimitz. Now all we have left is Brother Carmen in Theramore. So to get there, we could go up to Minthril Harbor. I'm not sure how to say that, but we're just going to go down to Booty Bay and go to Ratchet and then fly down. Now you could be doing all of this a little bit at a time. Uh-oh, there goes our ship that we needed, so I guess we're going to have to wait. If you want it to go quicker, you can just keep kissing the Revelers until you get all of the mistletoe that you need and then do it all at once like I'm doing here. That's a lot faster. And you can kiss the Revelers once every hour. Our ship is here, so let's get on our ship and go over to Ratchet. Dance party while we wait. Okay, here we are in Ratchet, so we'll go over to the Flight Master and have him fly us down to Theramore. So here we are in Theramore, and we just need to go over to where the training dummies are, and that'll give us our last brother that we need to do the mistletoe on. Here he is right here, Brother Carmen. Mistletoe him, and as you can see, we got the achievement Bros Before Hoes. We got all of these, so you saw how quick it was. You just need to get mistletoe, and that will give you the achievement after you use it on each of the different brothers. Now we're going to fly as close to Thunderbluff as we can. So this is going to be a really long flight, so I am going to just go ahead and fly, and I will see you when we get there. Trying to get through these as quickly as possible for you guys, so you're not waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah, you get it. Just for fun. Let's turn our mount into a reindeer. Fly to Thunderbluff in style. Now remember, caroling in these enemy cities can be very dangerous. So you should always make sure that you have your sweater on before you get there so that you can immediately just land somewhere safe, carol really quick, and then quickly fly off. So the safest place to carol in Thunderbluff is going to be on top of this big huge totem. We will get flagged for PvP because we will technically be in enemy territory, but if we do it right, we won't get caught. Usually this high up, the different cards can't see you. So we'll land, press C, you have to right click on the sweater, you sing a song. As you see, we got it marked off of our list. Let's mount back up and fly to Orgrimmar. I've got tons of fresh holly, so I'm going to turn my mount back into a reindeer. And now I'm in my cute little sweater, ugly Christmas sweater for WoW. I'll see you in Orgrimmar. Okay, so we are almost to Orgrimmar. Now this is where it gets tricky. We're already flagged for PvP because we went to Thunderbluff. So you need to really be careful of the flying guards that are in Orgrimmar. So we're gonna fly around the perimeter and then just fly directly over to the Zeppelins. We'll land on top of the Zeppelins. You really could land over here on the mountains if you wanted to just get the caroling part out of the way. But because I don't want to miss the Zeppelin that goes to Undercity, I'm just going to do it at the same time. Okay, so I'm here. I'm going to carol really quick. That got Orgrimmar marked off of my list. And now I'm going to sit here on this Zeppelin, and it is going to actually take us to Undercity if it takes off before we get caught by the guards. This is very risky, but it is the best way to get around to the enemy cities for the holiday activities. My middle name is Danger. I know, that was cheesy. Nothing to see here, just a Jenna wearing an ugly Christmas sweater, riding a reindeer in Ogri'la. Oh yeah. Okay, so here we are in Brill. So the quickest way I have found is right here. It doesn't seem like there's any guards right here. You just go all the way over to the building, straight down, fly in here, where there's no guards. Quickly sing your little song. Got that marked off. Quickly mount back up and fly off, and no one's any the wiser. So now we want to go to Silvermoon. Now this is probably the most challenging enemy city to visit because there's no flying. So you can't just fly over, swoop in, sing your little song. You're probably gonna die unless you have a druid that can go into prowl mode and be invisible, or some other class that has some kind of invisibility spells or barriers or something like that, where you can be undetectable for a short amount of time to the enemies. If you don't have that, then you're just gonna have to run in, get killed, and then go to the graveyard, run back to your body, sing a little song really quick, and then hearth out. That's really the only way that I have found to do it on characters that don't have the ability to hide themselves. If you have the flight path that's in the Ghostlands, then I would fly there because that would get us quicker, and then we could just run the rest of the way. So I will see when we get there. Okay, so to get to the Ghostlands, you have to go down this little path here, and then you're going to go through a tunnel that looks like you're going into a dungeon right here. You're actually not going into a dungeon, you are going into the Ghostlands, where you no longer will be able to fly. So we just have to huff it all the way up to Eversong Woods. Anytime we get near the different horde bases, like the Blood Elf bases, the guards can be 110, so we'll definitely need to look out for those. The best way that I have found to get there is to go around the back way, so that's what we're going to do. And we have made it to Eversong Woods. As you can see, that's where Silvermoon is. So beautiful. If I could live anywhere in WoW, it would either be Pandaria or Eversong Woods. Those are my two favorite places. Okay, so we're just about there. We've already got our sweater on. Now remember, we're probably going to die unless we have some kind of invisibility thing. Heroism and Astral Shift. Whoops, I shouldn't have hit that quite yet. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Did it give it to me? Ooh, but I can reincarnate. Let's see if I can do it really fast. Sing. Yes. Oh no, I didn't get it. Dang it. Okay. Alright, so we'll have to run back up. That's okay. See, that's what I mean. Most of the time, unless you have some kind of invisibility thing, you're going to end up dying. But I can run back, and when I get back to my corpse, they won't be able to see me because I'm kind of right in the middle of two different groups of guards, and it'll be super easy, and then I can just hearth out. So I'm going to go right here where they can't see me, in between. Oh, maybe it hadn't switched to Silvermoon yet. Maybe that's why I didn't get it. Okay, so now I will sing. I got the achievement. A caroling we will go. And I got all of the enemy cities. And now I'm going to hearth out. So anyway, that is it for this character. I'm going to sign off to show you some more. Okay, bye-bye. Hi everyone. So this wasn't part of the original series that I made with the Wintervale achievements to get the Merrymaker title, but I started thinking about it afterwards, and I did only show the alliance for the Bros Before Ho Ho Ho's and the A Caroling We Will Go achievements. So I thought I should probably show how to do it on the Horde side as well, because all of the other achievements that are in this whole Merrymaker thing it doesn't really matter what you do it on, whether it's Horde or Alliance, it's all pretty much the same, done exactly the same way. But these two in particular are really different. So for instance, the Bros Before Ho Ho Ho's only has 3, whereas the Alliance side has 8, and they are actually in one is in Undercity and the other 2 are in Northrend, so they're a little bit more challenging to get to. And then I didn't show you how to get the A Caroling We Will Go in all of the Alliance cities as a Horde player. So I thought I should probably show that too. I mean, you can probably figure it out, but I thought I would just make this kind of addendum video just to kind of go through it really quick, and this introduction has been long enough, so let's get started. Okay, so now we are in Orgrimmar, and the first thing that we need to do, click on Penny Copperpinch, and we're going to buy the gaudy Winterfell sweater. Okay, now from Orgrimmar we are going to go up to the Zeppelin, and we're going to take the Zeppelin that goes to Stranglethorn. Okay, now that we are in Stranglethorn, we're going to mount up and we are going to fly over to Stormwind. Now, obviously, this is going to put us in PvP mode, but this is just the route that I've found that is the easiest, kind of most straightforward. So here's Stormwind up here for anyone that doesn't know, which we probably all do, but I just thought I would make this basic video. But anyway, we're just going to fly up there, and I try to land in the most inconspicuous places that are still within the city limit, so we'll try to position ourselves probably on one of the mountains and just get it that way. Okay, so now we are here, and we don't want to get down there where those guards are. We are now in Stormwind city limits, so I'm just going to try to find a part where I can actually land. Here we are. I know that I'm in it because my name turned green. Now, did you see those Wind Riders down there? We want to make sure that we do this really quick and get out of here before they notice us. So here's my gaudy Winterfell sweater. I'm going to equip it, and I'm going to right click to use it. And now if we go to our achievements and we click on A Caroling We Will Go, you see that we have Stormwind marked off. And now we will head up to Ironforge. Now this one is going to be way trickier because you have to actually be inside. I'm already wearing my sweater, so I'm going to try to go down and get into Prowl and hope that that puts us invisible enough to get in there. So far so good. All we have to do is get into where it turns in. Here we are. Okay, are you ready? Okay, ready? Go. I get to go back into Prowl mode as soon as it's ready. Prowl. Okay, yay, we did it! Hooray, you guys! And it got it marked off of our list for A Caroling We Will Go. We got Ironforge. So let's get on out of here. Next, we're going to be heading up to Undercity. Haha, you can't get me. I probably shouldn't poke the bear, huh? Am I out far enough yet? Let's see. I'm going to try to go into Travel Farm real quick. Yay! Sometimes it's great to be a druid. So there's Undercity, and that's where we'll be going next. Okay, so now we are in Undercity, and we need to go into the city and go to the War Quarter. Okay, so we are right here, and Brother Mallet is the first one that we need. We are going to select him, and then we're going to go in and get our mistletoe and throw the mistletoe at him. And that marked him off of our list. Brother Mallet in Undercity. Next we will go outside of Undercity to Brill. Next one that we need to go and do is Brother Kelton in Ice Crown. So from Undercity we're going to take the Zeppelin to Howling Fjord, and when we get there we're going to fly up to Ice Crown. And of course we have to have a dance party while we wait, because nothing is cooler that you will ever do than being a cow doing the electric slide. So now we're in Ice Crown, and what we need to do to find Brother Kelton after we land, which is going to be at the Shadow Vault, is to find Brother Kelton on the airship which flies around here. You can see it on the map. The Skybreaker is the Alliance, and Orgrim's Hammer is for Horde. So there's the Alliance ship right there. You can see off in the distance, and there's the Horde ship. So we're going to need to get back over to be able to land on that ship and get to Brother Kelton. Alright, here we are at the ship, Orgrim's Hammer, and we just need to find Brother Kelton. So let's look around until we find him. He's a blood elf, and he wanders around. There he is right there. So I'm going to click on him so that he'll stop and talk to me. And I'm going to throw the mistletoe on him. He did get marked off of our list, and we can check that here. And now we just need to go to Warsong Hold to get the last brother, Durkot Wolf Brother in Warsong Hold, which is in Borean Tundra. Okay, so now we are finally at Borean Tundra at Warsong Hold, and we need to find Durkot Wolf Brother. He's over here in this stables area inside the building. Come over here where Garrosh Hellscream is, and then if you're looking at Garrosh, you go to your left, and this is Durkot Wolf Brother. He's the stable master, and we are going to put mistletoe on him. And as you can see, we got bros before ho-ho-hos. That was the last person that we needed, and that achievement is done. Now we are going to finish doing a Caroling We Will Go, in which we need to go to Darnassus and Exodar and go up to Darkshore from Orgrimmar. If you have portals to like Hyjal would be a little bit closer, or different places in the Dreamwalk if you're a druid like I am. There are other ways to get there quicker, but I'm trying to make this video to show for people that don't have those extra portals. So here's Orgrimmar. Where we need to go is over here at the Exodar and Darnassus. What we want to do is go to Darkshore, because that is where this little bay here to Teldrassil, and then from Teldrassil we will fly up to Darnassus and then back down and ride the ship over to the Exodar. So that is the path. Get there however you need to, but you're wanting to go to Darkshore. And I will see you when we get to Darkshore. For the other druids out there though, if you are in Legion content, I think the closest would be to go to Moonglade. So that's where I'm headed. And then from Moonglade, I can fly over to Lordanelle. Okay, so we are basically here in Lordanelle, And we don't want to fly down because it is an alliance town, but we want to fly over here to Teldrassil so that we can get to Darnassus. You may get fatigue started if you don't have faster flying, but you won't die. It's not going to ever get to the end of your fatigue before we get there. See, I told ya. Now you want to fly all the way up this big huge tree because Darnassus is at the top. There is a portal that'll take you up, but if we go in there as Horde, we probably not have very good outcome from that. So we're just gonna fly up ourselves. So once it tells us that we're in the Darnassus area and we go green because we're flagged for PvP, then we will know that it is safe to go ahead and do our caroling. So I'm just gonna come over here and land on this little building, right click on my sweater, and as you can see, Darnassus got marked off of my list. All we have left is Exodar. And what we want to do is go down to the dock. I have no idea how to say that. Retharan village. And we are going to hitch a ride on the Alliance ship down to the Exodar, which may sound risky, but it's not because all of the ship hands, or whatever they're called, are all much lower level than you will be. And there's our ship right there. Now that one over there is the one that goes to Stormwind. We don't want that one. We want this little one right here. This is the one that goes to the Exodar. As you can see, she's only a level 75. Let's go over to the Exodar. Now one thing to keep in mind is that the Exodar and its whole surrounding island is no flying. So just like Silvermoon when we were on our alliance, we will not be able to just fly over and get this done really quick. We will have to run in. So hopefully we won't find any alliance that are able to kill us on the way there. We're going to do our best to just sneak on past, get just within the city limits to be able to sing our caroling and then be done with it. To be honest, like, this is so much easier than it is when you're alliance trying to get into the Horde areas. And there we go. We got a caroling we will go. Darnassus, Exodar, Ironforge, and Stormwind. And that is that, you guys. So, I hope that you enjoyed this. We'll sign off with a singing cow. And I hope you're having a great day. Bye. there, girls and guys. We are finally on the last step. So I've already finished everything except for the one PvP achievement, which is a little help from my friends, and it's you have to be dressed in the little Santa's helper costume thingy and get 50 PvP kills. So it's kind of a difficult one because you have to be close enough to one of the Winter Wonderland little machines. I'll show you when I do my 50th kill. I'm not going to show all 50 of them because that would be like a 3-day video. When I get closer to it, then I'll show you that, and then I'll get my Merrymaker title and I will show you that as well. Now, another achievement that I'm actually not going to show myself getting, but that I already got on my mage, is the Crash and Thrashin, which is to gain 25 crashes with your Crash and Thrashin racer during the Feast of Wintervale. You can only do this during the Feast of Wintervale, and I did complete it with my mage. Any of these achievements that you complete on one character counts towards the shared achievement title of Merrymaker. So the first thing that you need to do is either visit Old Dalaran or your garrison if you have the Little Helper's decoration package, and you need to get transformed into a Little Helper in the Winter Wondervault machine. Now the buff only lasts for 30 minutes, so you need to be watching the time really carefully. If it runs out, you'll need to refresh it. Now, while wearing the costume, you need to go to any PvP-friendly location. I chose New Dalaran underneath the city, and then later I choose Hellfire Peninsula, which is a lot better. But you can do it anywhere that out in the world allows PvP or battlegrounds, arenas, and so on. Now, if you die, you do lose your costume, and you'll have to go and refresh it. It makes it a lot easier if you have a friend that's willing to let you kill them and get the honorable kills, and then they'll res, and then you can kill them again and keep repeating the process. But a lot of people look at that as cheating. However, for those of us that don't like PvP, or we just aren't geared for it at all, like me, it could be the only way that you're able to finish this achievement. So I say do what you gotta do. If you can kill res them over and over, then that's even better, because then they don't have to run back, which saves a lot of time. And you will need to either be a healer or have a class that allows for healing and rezzing a little bit, like a druid or a monk. I'm not sure which other ones allow that, but if they do, then you can be on one of those classes. Of course, healers are the best anyway, right guys? Wink wink. And shout out to Jimmy, because he let me kill him 50 times, and it did cause him a repair bill of a whole humongous 63 gold, but that's not too bad, right? And there's this priest that has decided she's going to kill me. And she's a healer priest, so I'm not sure if she's holy or disciplined. I should know this since I main a priest, but I'm baffled right now, and I can't pay attention to what kind she is. So anyway, I know she's either holy or disciplined, and she just wasted me. It's like, obviously I'm doing a holiday achievement here. You can't see that I'm not a PvPer? Whatever. She just comes in and just kills me. Like, it's no big deal. How rude. So yeah, I had to run back to my garrison to refresh my buff. So now I'm going to try going to Hellfire Peninsula, because I'm going to go over to where the PvP zone is and see if I have any better luck over there, because then I'm just tired of getting ganked in Dalaran. So we're going to position ourselves over next to the graveyard for the Horde side, because Jimmy's getting on his Blood Elf. And since he'll be the opposite faction, I won't be able to res him, so we need to be somewhere where he'll be close to the graveyard and can just run back really quick. This is going so much better. The only problem is that every time that he comes back to res, he has to wait 2 minutes, which is really cutting into my time for my costume. I probably won't be able to make it through this without having to go back and refresh the buff at least a couple of times. Probably only like twice. But still, that's kind of annoying. So I just go back to my garrison, get it really quick, and come back and repeat the process. It has to be an honorable kill, which means that the player that you are killing also has to be comparable to your level, because if they're too much lower than you, it won't count as honorable. I have to say though, it was kind of fun kicking ass and taking names, so yeah, maybe I'll try PvP at some point. He's so dramatic when he dies. So remember, don't forget to watch the time on your costume, because anything that you kill while the costume is not active doesn't count. Oh, so dramatic. Oh my god, just one more to go. I have 49 kills and I need 50. Let's go, let's go. This achievement, I don't know if I would say it's the worst. Maybe that's unfair, because Let It Snow is pretty difficult too, especially trying to find the race class combinations. But I don't know, this one with all the ganking, it's just seemed really, really hard. If I knew how to PvP better, it probably wouldn't have been as bad. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, are you ready? Only one to go. Let's do this. Oh, I'm so excited, I'm so excited. I'm gonna whip him. I'm gonna whip him good. Yay! Oh my gosh, we did it. Oh, I'm so excited. I got with a little helper from my friends. Earned 50 honorable kills with a little helper. And then I finished all of the achievements for Merrymaker, which are On Medicine, Scrooge, 'Tis the Season, Let It Snow, The Wintervale Gourmet, A Frosty Shake, with a little helper from my friends, Falalala Ogri'la, Simply Abominable, Bros Before Ho-Ho-Hos, and He Knows If You've Been Naughty. Wait, what? What is this? How I got a mount for this? Oh my god, I got What a Long Strange Trip It's Been. I completely forgot that that was the reward for finishing all the holidays. Wow. Merry Christmas to me. That is so awesome. I have wanted that for so long. I hope that this video series helped you get Merrymaker, and I hope that you're on your way to getting What a Long Strange Trip It's Been as well. Then you can get the awesome mount too. How cool would that be? So the titles that you get if you finish all of the holiday achievements are Elder, the Noble, the Flame Warden, the Hallowed, the Loveful, Matron, Brewmaster, and Merrymaker. Hey, and I'm coming back on here to tell you that I did forget to show the Noble, and I did show the Pilgrim, which isn't required. But you will need to get the Noble, and the Pilgrim is optional. Okay, so let's check out my new mount, which could be yours too. If you enjoyed this series, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more series like this. I really had a fun time making this, and I hope that you enjoyed watching it. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this before with the 12 days of JennaGrrrL, and I know that I'm not very good at keeping up with posting videos on a regular basis, but I am trying. And I hope that you have a Merry, Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays all together. And Happy Wintervale, of course. And a happy, happy, happy New Year. Thanks for watching. Bye.